Hello again everybody and welcome back to my channel, Jersey Shore Pondscapes videos. My name is Chris. Today we're going to be talking about how to choose a contractor to build your pond. So I've been a pond builder for over 25 years. This is my job. This is all I do. I'm not a plumber that builds ponds on the side. I'm not a roofer that, can build your pond. This is my profession. There's a big advantage of choosing somebody that is a professional in what they do than somebody who does a bunch of other things and can do this. All right. Now, I say this because there are a lot of contractors out there who say they can build a pond. And to some extent that's true, and there are a lot of people out there that do know what they're doing and can build you a beautiful pond, absolutely. But there's a lot that really don't know what they're doing. They think they do, but they really don't. So I want to help you out today with this video and some things to think about and help you choose the right contractor. So somebody like myself, right? Again, I've been doing this for over 25 years. I've seen a lot. I've gone to a lot of houses and I've seen a lot of ponds that were built by homeowners and or other contractors, landscapers, builders, whatever. And they're a mess. All right, they're a real mess. So a pond can be something in your backyard that's really enjoyable and, really a great thing. And it can also be something that is a real nightmare. So we want to try to avoid having that nightmare and having something that's beautiful, okay? So when you're getting a contractor to come build your pond, make sure he has experience, okay? Ask, how many ponds have you built in the past? How long have you been doing this? Ask to go see some of his work. And you don't want to see a pond that was built yesterday or last week, okay? Because chances are, if you just finished it last week, it's probably still running pretty good. Go see a pond that's a few years old, 3, 4, 5, more, okay? 5 years, 6 years. Go see something he's built 6 years ago and see how it's still functioning, all right? Maybe talk to that homeowner. How's your pond been for you? Have you had any big issues? It's important because building a pond is not cheap. It's really expensive. It costs a lot of money to have a pond built the proper way. So make sure that the money that you're investing, you're doing the right thing, obviously. All right. Now, there are a lot of landscapers that build ponds. A lot of them know what they're doing and have built many ponds and do a great job at it. But a lot of them, it's a mess, okay? They think they can do it. Building a pond sounds very simple, right? You dig a hole, you put a liner in, you fill it with rock, gravel, put a pump filter on it, little waterfall, bingo, okay? These landscapers come in, they may have a $20,000 job at your house, whether they're putting in a paver patio or doing some landscape work, and oh, I can throw a pond in for you. You want a pond? I can do a nice pond over here. Sure, so now their $20,000 job just went up to $30,000, $35,000. Okay, so they're making more money because they can just throw a pond in for you. And they can sell it as being a major feature in your landscape and in your yard, which it absolutely will be. It will be, okay? So, you hear this idea of, oh, I'll get a new pond, and oh, that would be beautiful here with the landscape work off my new patio. Oh, yeah, awesome, okay? Just make sure that guy knows how to build it, all right? Because, like I said, it could be a nightmare. A lot of my business is actually ripping out ponds that other people have built, whether it's a homeowner or builder or landscape guys. After several years, the ponds start having problems. They're nowhere to be found. And if they are, chances are that if they built it wrong in the first place, how are they going to know how to fix it? Right? It makes sense, right? You know, if you didn't know how to build it right to start, how are you going to know how to fix it now? So, what tends to happen? They call the landscaper back, they call the builder back, whoever. They you know, come back a couple times and then they never show up anymore, because what are they going to do? They don't know how to fix it. And it just becomes a big headache on their shoulders, so they don't want to bother with it. So now the homeowner's stuck, right? Because they won't come back. So who gets the phone call? Me. All right. Now I got to go in there. And believe me, I'd be glad. I want to help you. All right. But here's the thing. Yeah, I didn't build that pond. Yeah, I don't want to be responsible for that. It's a mess. It wasn't built right. Okay? Why would I want to be responsible for that? So if I come in and I start doing some work on it, now whose responsibility is it? It's mine, right? And who are you going to call? Me. And I don't want you to call me every day, because I know there's going to be problems with this pond. All right? So for me, I need to rip it out and rebuild it and put in my pond. And when I do that, I'm 100% liable and responsible for that pond. Okay, I have no problem with that. But if it's not mine, I don't want that headache. It's a big headache for you. I don't want that headache. All right, so it's hard to deal with this. But the problem is you know, these people have already spent X on their pond, and now I'm coming in and telling them they got to spend X again. So it's a tough sale, right? It's hard. But what really helps is when I can come in and I can tell them what's wrong with their pond, what problems they're having, right? And why they're having them before they tell me anything. Really speaks volumes, because they're going to know, hey, this guy knows what he's talking about. I haven't even told him what's wrong, what's going on here, and he's telling me all the issues I'm having. I can see it. I know why. I've been doing it too long. All right? So, you know, definitely make sure that, you know, whoever is building your pond has some experience, has built ponds before, and that they've been successful, and look to see work that they've done in the past, not last week. Okay? So that's definitely some good advice I can give you on that. Now, the other thing I'd like to talk to you about briefly is just be careful when you hire a contractor that works for a particular store. Okay, a pond store, an aquarium store, a garden center, whatever it is. And the reason why I say this is not that they don't know what they're doing. Okay, again, a lot of people can build you a good product. But these people, a lot of times I find, are really kind of tied down to only using the equipment that's sold on the shelves in their store. Okay? Some of this equipment is good. Some of it not so much. And I really tend to find that a lot of consumer pond products are really pretty cheesy. Okay, they're meant for the homeowner, and it's meant for simplicity in a project. Okay, it's not always the best thing, and to use. So a lot of times, again, these people, they're going to build you a pond using only the products that they sell in their store, whereas somebody like myself, I can get anything from anybody, anywhere. If I feel I need this specific pump, this special whatever, I can get it, and I will use it. I'm going to use the best products that I possibly can for your pond. Not just whatever, they sell on the shelf in a particular store. Okay? I can get anything. So this is an important aspect, of choosing a contractor as well. What kind of products are they going to use in your pond? So this channel that I've created with all these videos is really basically to inform you, to teach you, and to help you gain, knowledge and information about what it takes to design, build, maintain, and understand your pond or water feature. So I'm really hoping that all these videos can help you, when it comes to either building a pond yourself, or if you're hiring another contractor, to give you some background information and knowledge on different things so that you can talk to him about what you like, what you think you may want, and understand what he's telling you as well. Okay? If he's telling you, I just put a pump in the bottom of the pond with a little rubber hose that comes out to the top of a waterfall, well, you might, watch some of my videos and then say, hey, no, I don't want that. I want like a real filter system here. I want a nice pump, Okay, so have some information yourself, a whole little bit of background knowledge yourself, so that you can communicate with them. All right. When I go to a job and I'm looking at a prospective client that wants to build a pond, my first question is, what do you envision? What do you, want to create? And then my second one is, where do you want to do it? So we communicate together as to, what they want and how I can provide it. Okay, and the filter system and all needs to be designed in the pond, and the filter systems are so important. It's the whole heart of your pond. It's the whole heart of your system. Okay, unless you are building, what's called like a natural pond now, which you're going to balance without filter systems, which is a whole nother ball game, which most people are not going to be doing. Okay, and that'll be a whole nother video, but most people are going to have a pump and a UV light and filter system, okay? So that's going to be the heart of your system. So that is really important, that you know what you're getting and how that's going to operate, okay, and function in your pond, and what kind of maintenance is it going to take to fix that. Another important question to ask a contractor is, about the maintenance. Can they provide service? Can they provide maintenance on your pond? Because a lot of contractors, landscape guys, they don't do that. So they're going to build you a pond, and they're going to make all their money, and then they're going to walk away, and they're not going to want anything to do with it after that. All right, so that's like, buying your car at a car dealership, and then they're telling you, you know what, don't ever bring your car back here for an oil change or service, because we don't do that. That's basically what happens here, okay? So you're stuck with all the maintenance yourself. You're stuck with learning how to do things and clean things and keep things up, and they're gone. All right, so if you ever have a big issue with your pond, if there's ever a leak or some God knows what, you're on your own. All right, so make sure whoever builds these ponds maintains them, okay, and can help you out, and will be there, for you when you need it. So hopefully this will give you some good ideas. There are a lot of good people out there building ponds, all right, but there's a lot of garbage too. So I've seen both sides of it, all right. I've gone to people's houses and I've seen some really nice ponds that have been maintained and kept up really well, but maybe the contractor no longer does it, or maybe he moved, or he had health issues, or something is going on, right, and he's no longer able to come back and maintain the pond. So they need somebody like myself to step in and help them out, from here on out. And that's fine, right? But a lot of times I see these ponds that are just a mess. And, these homeowners are stuck with nowhere to turn. So definitely, do your homework. Get references, see their past work, you know, and have some background knowledge yourself so that you can ask questions and know what he's talking about, and you can both work together on the project. Okay? So I hope that helped you out. Please check out my website as well, pondscapesandmore.com. You can definitely see a lot of pictures on the ponds and projects I've done in the past, and hopefully get some ideas, some inspiration. And of course, please hit the like button here if this video helped you out, and subscribe to my channel if you're interested in seeing and learning a lot more about ponds and koi ponds, water gardens, waterfalls, and the whole bit. All right, thank you very much. Have a great day. We'll see you again soon.